Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm putting together my June TBR, and I've tried to keep things a little bit lighter for June. Not much, because as usual I am overambitious, but I wanted to keep things a little bit lighter because I've got a lot going on the first 2 weeks of the month, and I'm not going to have a lot of reading time. The first week of the month, from the 1st to the 8th, is going to be the Rainbow Rat Parade, which is a donathon event that my partner has been organizing. It's going to be over on Twitch. It's a big stream donathon. There's like 50 plus VTubers participating, and I'm going to be participating in it as well. So I'm going to be streaming like every day that week, and I just know I'm not going to have a lot of time to read around that. It's going to be a lot of planning, a lot of playing. Should be a good time. I'm hopeful that we'll reach our goal for the year, but really looking forward to that. And then the second week, actually just before the Rat Parade ends, but that second week from the 7th to like the 13th, a really close friend of mine is visiting, and she's bringing her girlfriend who I've not got to meet yet. So I'm really looking forward to seeing them, and I think we're going to have a fun time. We're going to go on the zoo adventure. We're going to go do some other exploring around here because I haven't done very much of that either since I moved here. And I think it's going to be a really good week. But that does mean that those first 2 weeks are going to be a little bit jam-packed, and I'm not going to have a lot of reading time. That said, I still have several things I would like to get to. This is more a list of hopefuls, though. To kick things off, I am working on episode 2 of Shelf Control. I just picked the books for that. Here they are. I'm not going to show you what the books are, but I'm really excited about the method I used to choose them, and I'm hoping that y'all end up enjoying episode 2 as much as I am enjoying preparing for it, and as much as I'm hoping I'll enjoy actually reading the books. I think it's going to be a ton of fun, and I'm really excited to get that up for you guys. So fingers crossed it goes as well as I'm hoping it does. In addition to episode 2 of Shelf Control, I also have a couple of books that I want to carry over. These were both books I was reading and loving, but then set aside to participate in May the Force Read With You in May. So this was Penance by Eliza Clark, which I think I started in April, and then The Buffalo Hunter by Stephen Graham Jones, which I started in March. I really enjoyed my time with both of these so far. I think these could be new favorites. I just need to actually get through them. I think I'm a little ways away from the halfway point in both of them, but just having a great time. They're both really interesting formats. They're really interesting narratives. We have a fiction book that's presented as though it's a true crime story, and it's about true crime. And then this one is a kind of multi-layered narrative about a vampire, but it's looking at like his story as told by another guy reciting it, as told by another person transcribing that guy's journals. So it's a really interesting format and structure, and they're both just really fun. I'm really enjoying my time with both of these. Looking forward to getting back to them and kind of polishing them off. And then finally, since it's Pride Month, I did want to make sure I was reading some good queer books this month, and I've decided to pick up 2 romances that were originally on my May TBR, but then didn't make it into my actual completed books for the month. So first up, we've got A Power Unbound by Freya Marsk. I've been meaning to read this all month, and I haven't gotten to it, but I am really excited for it for June. This one is the 3rd book in the Last Binding series, and I absolutely love the first 2 books in the series. I'm particularly excited for this one because one of the 2 perspective characters is somebody who shows up in the first book, and I hated him there. And then he shows up in the second book, and I liked him a lot more. I felt like we learned a lot about him in the second book. So now going into book 3, I'm really excited to see his romance and see more about his personality and kind of why he is the way he is. So I've been very, very excited for this book. And then the other one I've decided to pick up is The Red Scholar's Wake by Elliot de Woodard. This one is a sapphic romance set in space. Her Zuya Universe books, of which this is one, are all essentially like what if Asia won the space race, and this is like the sci-fi future that's come out of that. They're so interesting. It's such a vivid vision of the universe. I love her characters. I love the way she writes romance. And this one sounds really fun because it's about a woman who gets kidnapped by space pirates, but it turns out that she's being asked to help the captain solve her wife's murder. And then it's a romance between her and the captain, I believe, and it just so happens that the captain of the space pirates is a sentient mine ship. So it sounds like a ton of fun. I'm really looking forward to it, and I've enjoyed every other book I've read in this series. So I felt like these were both strong picks for Pride Month because I'm like relatively certain these are both going to be 5 stars, and it'll be just a fun time. So that's pretty much all I'm going to be reading in June. Here is the section of it that I can show you again. But I'm really looking forward to these. I think it's going to be a really good reading month, at least in those last 2 weeks. We'll have a little bit of more time to actually read, but I'm looking forward to it, and I think it's going to be a really good reading month. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've got for you today. I know that was pretty short and probably a little bit repetitive and rambly. It's late in the day. I'm a little tired filming this, but I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments below what you're going to be reading in June, if there's anything you're particularly excited about that you're going to be reading, and I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, I hope you'll consider giving it a like, maybe even subscribing to see what comes next. I'm currently posting on Tuesdays and Saturdays, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!